Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So far we have learned about virtual machines, availability, scaling and Azure infrastructure. But here is an interesting question. If cloud providers can give us servers, do we always have to manage those servers ourselves? Or are there smarter ways to build applications? The answer is yes. And that's exactly why cloud providers offer different service models. Think of cloud services like renting a house. Sometimes you only rent an empty plot and build everything yourself. And sometimes you rent a fully furnished apartment. And sometimes you simply book a hotel room where everything is already taken care of. Cloud works in exactly the same way. There are four common approaches: infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service, and serverless. Let's start with infrastructure as a service. Imagine you want to run your application in the cloud exactly the same way you run them inside your own data center. Instead of buying physical servers, Azure simply rents you virtual servers. Everything below your operating system is managed by Azure, but everything inside the VM is your responsibility. So you are responsible for installing and managing the operating system, installing application runtime, deploying your application, configuring load balancers, auto scaling, OS updates and patches, and availability. Azure only manages physical servers, networking, storage, virtualization. Example: imagine you're opening a restaurant. Azure gives you the building, but you still have to buy the furniture, hire the chefs, cook the food, clean everything and run the restaurant. That's infrastructure as a service for you. So problems with the infrastructure as a service are: managing servers takes time. Every OS update, every security patch, every configuration, that's your responsibility. So Microsoft asked, what if developers only want to focus on writing code? That's where platform as a service comes into picture. Instead of renting just infrastructure, Azure provides an entire platform. Now Azure manages operating system, application runtime, auto scaling, availability, load balancing, and many other platform services. And your responsibilities narrows down to application code, configuration, and business logic. So a great example of platform as a service is Azure App Service. It's a fully managed platform where you can build, deploy, scale, and manage your web applications without worrying about servers. Other examples of platform as a services are, platform as a service isn't limited to app service. Other Azure platform as a services include Azure SQL Database, Azure Cosmos DB, Azure Queue Storage, Azure AI Services, and Azure Machine Learning. Now see the real life example. If infrastructure as a service was renting an empty building, platform as a service is like renting a fully equipped restaurant kitchen. The kitchen, electricity, gas, maintenance, everything is already managed. You simply come in and start cooking. Now let's go one step further. What if you don't even want to write code? You just want software that's already built. That's software as a service for you. In software as a service, the cloud provider manages everything: the infrastructure, servers, operating system, application, updates, security, and everything. You only use the software. You simply create an account, log in, and start using it. Some common examples of it are Microsoft 365, Gmail, Google Docs, Dropbox, Salesforce, Zoom. Now let's see a real life example. It's like staying in a hotel. You don't build the room, you don't clean it, you don't repair it, you simply check in, use the room, and leave. Now here's the coolest model: serverless. The name is a little misleading. Servers still exist, you just never see or manage them. Now let's see how it works. So you simply upload your code. Whenever an event happens, Azure automatically runs your code. When it's done, resources are released. You pay only when code runs. This means no idle servers, no server management, no patching, no capacity planning. You only pay for actual execution. The most popular example is Azure Functions. Imagine a photo upload website. Whenever a user uploads a picture, you want to automatically resize it. Instead of keeping a server running all day, Azure Functions wake up when a photo is uploaded, resize the image, and stop. You are charged only for those few seconds. So let's compare all four. In infrastructure as a service, Azure manages the infrastructure. You manage everything inside the VM, best when you need full control. Platform as a service. Azure manages the infrastructure and platform. Your focus is mainly on application, best for building web apps quickly. Software as a service. Everything is managed by the provider. You simply use the software. Serverless. You only upload code. Azure automatically runs it whenever it's needed. Perfect for event-driven applications. So that's how cloud services evolve. With infrastructure as a service, you manage almost everything. With platform as a service, Azure manages the platform. With software as a service, Azure manages the complete application. And with serverless, you simply write code while Azure handles the execution behind the scene. So that's it for today.